What's good, everyone? My name is Casey Crutchfield, and welcome to episode 1 of Enjoy Life. Just to give y'all a quick background, right quick, I first had this idea during the summer, been a little bit busy with school, but I'm really excited to get this out to y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe, and just to give y'all a little background on what you can expect, gonna be interviewing friends, athletes, influencers, really anyone, and we're gonna sit down and talk about life, dreams, and really anything in between, man. I'm super excited to get it out to y'all. And without further ado, for my first episode, the man to my right, he's a Nicholls basketball player. This man has been my brother since 4th grade. Without further ado, my man, Mr. Quinn Strander.
My brother, what's up?
How we doing?
Excited to be here, bro.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah, hey, y'all go like and subscribe to my dog's podcast. He's been working real hard on this for a long time, so y'all go support him.
Yeah, man, and it's definitely been a grind, but we're here now, and here it is with episode
finally
1.
here, yep.
So you kind of want to start off before we get into anything, kind of how we became friends, just a little introduction.
I went to St. Joseph growing up, and Casey came in about 4th grade, and you were quiet, man.
Yeah, I really was like
You were
kind of the
quiet.
quiet kid.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really didn't know anyone, so
Right. Well, I mean, we ended up being in the same class, started hanging out with the same friends.
yeah.
And I don't know, like it just kind of
It
happened.
kind of clicked from
yeah,
that.
it just clicked.
We always talk about this, like there wasn't a specific moment that like kind of made us friends like that, but here we are, friends in 4th grade. Now we live together,
Right.
And we're in college, so really speaks volume.
Right.
But just to start off, for those who don't know, like I said earlier, he is on the basketball team going into his 5th year. And I could say before he gets into it, it's been a real grind. He started off as a preferred walk-on, made his way up, and finally this year he finally got some playing time. So why don't we just start off in the beginning and kind of explain that for us?
Yeah. Well, growing up, I just love sports, right? So I played basketball, football, baseball. I never really liked baseball though.
No, not a baseball guy?
Yeah, I wasn't a baseball guy. So I ended up giving up baseball around like 13. So high school, I played 8th grade football, played 8th grade basketball, but then I really just wanted to focus on basketball because I was smaller than everybody, so I wasn't really good at football.
You really were like small
I
in
was
high
small,
school.
yeah. I mean, like as a sophomore, I was like 5'3", bro. Like, cause I was a late bloomer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up playing varsity in my 9th grade year. I didn't really play that much, but
How was that like being on varsity 9th grade? Did it feel?
I mean, it was cool. It was really just more like the experience, like learning from the older guys.
Yeah.
But I didn't really play a lot. I just played JV. So
And that was like Kevin Johnson and all of them. Okay.
Right. And then my junior year we were really good. That's when Peyton and all were seniors. We were really good that year.
Yeah.
But then again, I didn't really mature yet. Like I was still smaller. Like I was skinny. And then senior year came around, I grew a little bit, probably grew like 2 to 3 inches from junior to senior year. And that's when like I really took off. We ended up going like 25-6 my senior year. I averaged like 20. It was a great year for me. It was a great year for me. Our coach really just like gave me the keys. I was able to take whatever
just kind of let you
do whatever I had the
want.
green light. I had the green light. Yeah. So senior year went by. I still love basketball. I didn't know if I wanted to play in college though.
Yeah, because I mean, college is a different
level, right?
different pace. Yeah,
different level. Yeah, I didn't really know if I wanted to play. I didn't have any offers. So,
where else did you go look besides Nicholls? Was it South Alabama?
Yeah, it was South because the old Nicholls coach moved to South for that year, and my dad was a former assistant coach at Nicholls, so he's involved in the program. He's one of their supporters. So Coach Clonch, who was the coach at the time, ended up giving me the opportunity to walk on. I was kind of hesitant on doing it because it's a big commitment.
Yeah.
And part of me just wanted to go to college just to enjoy college.
Yeah, kind of get the college experience.
Right. But my dad just kept telling me like the relationships and all the things you gain from playing a college sport is like unmatched. Yeah. So I ended up walking on, and the very first time I was with the players. So this is in August. This was after COVID. So the players were still showing up late because they didn't want everybody coming in. And all the players stayed at the Bayou complex over there.
Yeah.
Bayou Apartments. So we go over there. It's mid-August. It's so hot outside. And it's me, Taylor, and Pierce, who are the 3 freshmen on the team. And we playing pickup on the outside courts. And I just remember we probably scored 1 point in 3 games. And I was like, this is a different level. Like, these dudes were good. They were all older. I think our second youngest player, well, we had 3 freshmen, but the next youngest was probably a junior. So these are all older dudes. They had been places really good. But yeah, it was definitely a different scene. A wake-up call.
You go from averaging 20 points a game to 1 point in pickup.
Right.
It's a big
difference. But all them guys probably averaged 25, 30 in high school, Yeah. But yeah. So freshman year goes by. It was great. Just learning from the older guys.
And y'all won
and we won the regular season. Yeah, we won the regular season that year. Ended up losing to Abilene,
who went to the tournament,
championship,
right?
and they beat Texas that year.
Okay, I
thought they won Texas. Game. Yeah, they were good. They were really good. They had 3 dudes my height. Pressed the whole game. They ended up beat us like by 30.
Yeah, I remember watching. It
was crazy. I was so confident going into that game too. I was so confident.
I mean, yeah, you got to be confident. Yeah. You got to be like, yeah, we're about to win.
But we hadn't played Abilene yet because somehow, like, with the conference schedule, we didn't play them. So we played them, and they
got you.
Oh yeah, they got us. But freshman year went by, didn't get any scratch. Like, I wasn't in any of the workouts or nothing, which I mean I was cool with because I was a freshman. But sophomore year rolls around, I'm expecting a little more, like, at least like getting into workouts or something, Sophomore year, it's really the same thing. And I remember this one particular game. I don't know if I ever told you this, but it was one particular game. It was, so that year we did like a preseason conference tournament. Do you remember that?
No.
Anyway, so the conference tournament, my first 2 years were in Katy, Texas.
Okay.
Right. So we had a preseason conference tournament that year. So you would just go to the tournament and play 3 games or whatever. It's like a round robin. So, and I remember the first game we were playing Incarnate Word, and we were up like 30 at halftime. Like, we were blowing them out. So, like, I was expecting to get in, at the end.
No minutes.
We ended up beating them by at least 40. It might have been 50.
Did any of the Well, I mean, probably Pierce did, but did any of the other freshmen?
Pierce definitely did. I don't know about Taylor.
Okay.
But definitely Pierce. But I remember after that game, I was like, my dad was there. I just went to my dad's room and I was just crying. I was so upset.
Like I said, that's a big difference from being the guy in high school and then
it's not even really that. It was just like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I put in all this work, all this time.
Yeah.
And I can't even get in when we're up 40.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a low point for me. But we ended up having a really good year. We had a lot of really good guards ahead of me. So I wasn't really tripping about the playing time. It was just the fact that it was like a slap in the face kind of to me. But
did you ever like talk to the coach about it?
Nah, I'm just not really that person.
Yeah.
I'm not really that person. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you believe in me to just put me in, or like you feel like I should get in, and you'll put me in.
Yeah.
Like, actions speak louder than words, you know? So like, I could have had a conversation with coach, but there was really nothing I would have said that.
And it's probably wasn't going to be anything that he'd probably do about it.
Right. Because it already happened. It was like, but yeah, I remember that was a real low point. It had me like questioning if I wanted to play again.
Yeah, I do remember you asking about it.
Like, and then like when stuff like that happens, like as an athlete, like your sport takes up like
a lot of your day,
a lot of your time.
We'll get into like what your schedule kind of looks like since it's different this year.
Right. But like it had my mind so messed up. I was like questioning like my self-worth and all, because my whole life, you know, I was a good basketball player, and then I just felt like I didn't feel worthless, but like I was really low, bro.
Probably
it was like, it was a bad feeling, but that just sticks in my head. I'll never forget that night. So sophomore year goes by, we end up winning the regular season again. We were really good again. And you know, whenever we beat UNO on our home floor, that was such a great day, great night. It was awesome. And then junior year rolls by, and you know, we were okay my junior year, not as good as my first 2 years.
Lost a lot of guys though.
Yeah, we lost a lot of guys. And I remember later in conference, I felt like I had an opportunity to play. And in practice and all, I was doing really good in practice.
Yeah.
When my junior year came around, I was like adjusted to the game.
And like you felt more experienced.
Confident, experienced. And I just remember this stretch. We were struggling, and I felt like he could have threw me in. And that never happened. So again, I was down on myself.
Yeah. But like even when y'all are struggling and you know you need something to change, so like you just get that feeling like,
right,
I feel like if I just get a little opportunity, I could at least help.
Right.
I mean, shit's already gone bad. Like, let's just see what happens.
Right. I was the second most experienced player on the team. Like, I was there for 3 years. We were struggling. I knew I was getting better. Like, I was more confident. And I ended up not really playing. So after the junior year, I was like, I was going to just call it quits.
Yeah.
I was just going to call it quits because I felt like it was going to be the same thing the next year, probably bring in new guys, you know. But yeah, that was my first 3 years in college. Definitely a lot of success, but not individually. Yeah. But team success. I got 2 rings.
So, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good. Go ahead.
But the jump from junior to senior year, so obviously they don't know. The coach leaves. Get in a new coach. Shout out Tavon. That's kind of like a full circle moment for us almost, because when he played, he also went to Nicholls.
Right.
He trained us in basketball, so that used to be funny.
Yeah.
But just for him to be there to be your coach, and he was there the year y'all won conference as well.
Right.
So tell me about that and this whole year, because this is like the leap, I guess.
Right. Well, first, I don't want to like seem like I have any like bad feelings towards Coach Clonch or anything. I'm so grateful he gave me this opportunity. Me and him still have a great relationship. He had a lot of success at Alabama this year.
Yeah, they made a good run this year.
So I don't want it to seem like I'm petty towards him or anything. He gave me the opportunity, and I'm forever grateful for that. But yeah. So like I said, junior year ends. I didn't really want to play.
Yeah.
But then Coach Clonch ended up getting the Alabama job. So we searching for a coach for a few weeks, and then they say that it's Bug.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got to play for Bug.
Yeah.
I got to play for Bug because I've been knowing Bug for a long time. He played here. He was a real good player. And he was the Dobo my freshman year. So.
And he had a good little jump too.
Yeah.
McNeese, Maryland.
Now Nicholls.
Yeah. And they don't know, but I mean, he is the youngest coach
in the country.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of success this year. But anyway, so I find out Bug's the coach. I'm like, I want to play. He ends up coming down here in like May, introduces me to all the coaches and stuff. I'm still a walk-on at this point.
Yeah.
And then I get a call. I remember I was working out. I get a call from him, and it's him and Coach Charles on the phone. and he told me give me a scholarship, and I was so emotional. I felt like I achieved.
Yeah. What was that feeling like?
It was a great feeling, bro. Just like, regardless if I would have never played any minutes, won any rings, like that scholarship meant the world to me, because all the time and all the work that you put in, you just wanted to you want to be recognized.
Yeah, for sure. And I like you said, all the blood, sweat, tears,
right,
everything you put into it, just to get that like feeling of recognition.
Exactly. Like, it's like a feeling like we want you here.
Mm-hmm.
Like my first 3 years, I felt like that if I wasn't there, my presence wouldn't have been like noticeable, even though it was.
Yeah.
But just not being on the floor, like, you kind of like feel like you're not a part of the team, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the guys are coming in talking about the game, and you just
you
can't really say
you're
nothing.
just kind of like in the back.
So yeah, the scholarship meant the world to me, and it showed me that he believed in me,
Yeah.
like off the rip.
And some minutes too. So let's fast forward into that.
Right. So yeah, senior year. We had a rough summer. We worked really hard.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, they started kind of late. Like,
right.
They kind of assembled a squad just to compete.
Right.
Really. That's really what it was about, I guess.
So we worked real hard this summer. And then at the beginning, like, I kind of had a feeling that it was going to be the same, because I was kind of in the back of the rotation.
Yeah.
Because we had a couple guards ahead of me. I remember in the Mobile tournament, I got a couple minutes that made me feel good, because that was like the first ever real minutes I got.
And did anything really happen in those minutes?
I took a charge, and I'll take that every day of the week.
Yeah,
but
no three ball
that tournament. But yeah, it was really much of the same stuff. And then around conference, some situations happen. Some players end up leaving. Some players end up getting hurt. We play at Houston Christian the first conference game, and we're down 15 in the second half with like 15 minutes left. And out of nowhere, he just throws me in the game.
So what was that feeling like?
Well, I was nervous for sure. I was definitely nervous. But I was like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, this is the only opportunity you're ever going to get.
Yeah, like just don't mess it up. You better go.
Yeah, I was like, just play confident, just be you. So probably not even like we go up go up and down once or twice. And I get it on the wing. And I just wasn't even thinking. I just ripped it and went to the rim layup. That got my confidence up.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the ball go through the basket, it'll get your confidence up. So I ended up doing that. I ended up playing like 18 minutes because we went into overtime. We came back and won. And that meant the world to me, bro. The rest of
the game?
I subbed out like once.
Okay.
At the end of regulation, I ended up playing the whole overtime though, because I think Boog fouled out.
Okay.
But after that game, bro, I was so happy. I was so happy because I felt
that's
like
a big moment for sure.
Yeah, I felt like I contributed to a win.
Mm-hmm. And like before then, you never really felt that.
Right.
And you were in the huddle. You're sitting down in the huddle. You weren't just standing up and watching.
Right. And after the game, Tavon said if I had a game ball, I would give it to you. I was like emotional, bro. Just tears, bro. It was like all your work, man. But so that was like kind of how it like opened the door. And then I was getting like, I'd probably say to like 10 to 15 minutes for a couple games.
Which really isn't that bad.
I'll take that.
You were taking anything at that point.
I'll take any minutes, bro. But I was playing well. My confidence wasn't all the way yet though. So then we have our road game at UNO. It's probably like our 9th or 10th conference game. Yeah. I ended up getting my first start, and that was awesome. I played really well. Hit a 3.
Most points.
Yeah, most points. We won that game. And then I ended up starting the last 10, bro, and I was just confident. We were playing well.
Yeah, from there, really.
It was just rolling, bro. But I remember, I just remember in the championship game at McNeese, the crowd was crazy.
Yeah, those road games at McNeese they're different.
Right. Well,
and their stadium is really nice.
Really nice. Too. But with the first game of that tournament, I had my best game. I had it like 11, 5, and 5. Best game, so my confidence was high. That week went it went by so quick, bro. But I just remember before the championship game on ESPN.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We were watching it.
It's crazy.
We were over there watching
it. Bro, I just remember before the jump ball, I'm just standing in the back, bro, and I'm looking in the crowd. And I just took like a deep breath, bro. I was like, look how far you've come, bro.
This is the championship game?
Championship game. Conference tournament. I just remember looking at the crowd, bro. Just thanking God for staying with me the whole time, not allowing me to quit.
And giving you the opportunity as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just like all that hard work, all the nights I cried because, I was upset about my situation. It was like, it's a hard feeling to describe.
Mm-hmm.
I was just standing on the floor before the game. I'm like, bro, you went from a walk-on who had no chance of playing to you starting in the conference championship to have a chance to go to an NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
And I was just smiling. I was like, no matter how bad you play, how good you play, bro, you made it.
Yeah, like that feeling that no one can take that away from you.
No one can take it from me because no was given to me.
Exactly. Now, fortunately, that game didn't go out so well.
It didn't go well, but I'm grateful for it all, bro.
Yeah, it happens.
I'm grateful for it all, bro. We weren't, for us to even be in that position, it was, like you said, we got players late.
Yeah.
It's Coach Boog's first year. And we playing for a chance to go to the NCAA tournament, bro.
So, before we keep going, tell me about the outfits.
Ooh.
Tell me about Boog's outfits. Yeah.
I mean, he's the best dressed coach in the country for sure. I just remember, the tournament, that championship game, we were in all black and he's in all white.
All white.
With the Prada shoes. It was so crazy. But I would say that was his second best fit of the year. The first best fit was when we went to Maryland.
Which he's from Maryland.
He's from Maryland.
So it's basically, especially like when y'all are playing Maryland, that's a home game for him, basically.
Yeah, so he got all his people out there. And I remember we going out to warm-ups. And our slogan is FitFo. I'm not going to tell you what it means, but it got us through the season for sure. And I remember he's in all black with a FitFo puffer jacket. It was so cold. It was so cold, bro. And it was like, he brings that like confidence.
Yeah.
Like he just
it's just like the little things like that, like what he wears, etc. Like you can feed off of that basically. Like,
as players,
if you got the confidence to go out and wear that,
right,
I'm gonna lay it down for you. And
like as a player, when you see your coach like doesn't care and he's just like so confident in us. He told us before the game, he was like, I'm wearing this jacket because I feel bulletproof. We like, golly.
Yeah,
like,
and I mean, y'all did hang in that game.
We ended up losing by like 6.
Yeah.
To a Power 5 school. I mean, we beat LSU at the beginning of the year, so we knew we could hang with those guys. But yeah, like I said, like at first, like when Clonch was here, I'm not gonna say he didn't believe in me, but like I never got that feeling that he believed in me.
Yeah.
And
like that full on trust, like you have with Tavon.
Exactly. And I always felt like Coach Boog, like he gave me that confidence because I knew he believed in me. So like as a player, that's somebody you want to play for,
Mm-hmm.
And like give it your all.
So tell me about the support throughout all of that, because I mean, obviously that's not something you really deal with yourself. I feel like maybe most people in that situation, they might not have a person that they can think of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Who is really that person for you the most, you find?
Definitely my mom. for sure.
Shout out Mr. Nay.
Shout out moms. But I have so many people that support me and love me. And definitely through the whole journey, like my mom just understands me most out of all people. You know how they say like your mom knows you better than you. And I'm a lot like my mom. Like I got a big heart. I'm emotional. Like so she can understand everything I'm going through. So just that whole time, she's just telling me how proud of me she is. Like that you sticking through this because it's not something.
Yeah.
Not everybody can just sit there and not, But she was just so proud of me this year. And I remember you telling me that during the championship game she had a rosary.
Oh yes. Stop on that. Literally, we're at tip off and we just like sat down, and I look down and she has her rosary in her hand, and she's like nervous. She was so nervous. She was nervous about the game. She was nervous about you. I mean, she was probably giving out like 2 rosaries per minute, like on it.
Yeah, man. Just and it's not just my mom, it's my whole family, it's my brother. My brother always looked up to me, always believed in me. But just all those talks I had with my mom, she can relate to me more than anybody. But when you told me that, it's like your mom just loves you more than anybody, bro. And of course my dad too, because
he understands.
He understands because he's been in the business. He knows like what I was going through, but definitely emotionally, my mom. You always supported me. My friends always supported me. I'm definitely grateful for all the people that stuck with me because it definitely wasn't easy. And I'll say like when you have like a support system like that makes you want to go harder. Like, like you got people that believe in you. You got people counting on you. So I always had that back in my mind. And to touch on my mom again, I would always look for her in the crowd. Like always look for her in the crowd because I would be nervous at times. And I would just look for her and she would just like calm me down. Because I know that even if I airball this shot, even though if I, get scored on, she's going to love me the exact same. So I would look for her and she would just calm me down.
So what would be your message to people who are kind of thinking about doing sports? Maybe they like you, they don't have a lot of offers, but they might have a position to where they can walk on. What would be your recommendation to them?
My recommendation would definitely to be if you really love the sport, then I would definitely go for it. It's definitely not going to be easy because as a walk on, like the
odds are already
it's an
against
uphill
you.
battle. Yeah, it's an uphill battle, but I wouldn't trade my 4 years at Nicholls for anything, bro. I don't regret anything. Like
if you could do it all over again,
I would do it
the
again
same way.
10 for 10. But just like you're gonna have days where you're like not feeling it, where you like question yourself, why am I doing this? Like it's never gonna get better.
And I feel like that's a part of everything in life.
Yeah.
Like you're always gonna have those down days, kind of questioning yourself. I mean, I'm not getting off topic or anything, but I felt the same way about this. Like I'd be looking at my camera sometimes. I'm like, damn, like some days I'm not making the improvement to where I want to be at. But it's the days where you actually come through and put in the work that makes it a lot better. And just kind of like in your case.
Right. It's definitely but more about the journey though, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, whenever I was on the floor for that game and I was looking at the crowd, I was like, there's no better feeling, bro. Just like, you did it. But just with the journey, you learn so much, you know?
Like they say, the journey's more important than
the
destination.
And I never realized that, but that is 100% true. And just all the relationships I've built through basketball, just meeting people from all over, teammates that are now my brothers.
Yeah.
That I would have never met. And I love them all. I wouldn't trade it for the world. But my advice long story short would just be to keep working and just keep your faith in God.
Yep. It's God plan.
It's God's plan, bro.
Plan.
Yep.
Excited about that for sure. Just to get off into a little Q&A right here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like top threes and top fives are a little bit cliche, so we're gonna switch it up and we're gonna go Mount Rushmore style. We'll go
Okay.
4 of them. So first one I'll give you Mount Rushmore of rappers. Let's hear it.
Ooh, okay. Well, I really
And I
like
better
music.
hear the right. I better hear the right ones.
Mount Rushmore. I will go definitely Young Boy. It's no order, but Young Boy. I'll go Uzi, Rod Wave, and No Cap. That's my 4.
Why don't you tell him about the No Cap? Kind of how you got onto that, because I'm not on that wave yet. I'm not hating on you, No Cap, at all. The songs I have listened to really aren't that bad. I feel like it's just not my cup of tea.
Well, like I said, basketball teaches you a lot of stuff. So my freshman year, all they played was Lil Durk and No Cap. So like I had no option to not listen to it. And then like I really like music because like it just gets your mind off of stuff. Like I'm always when am I not listening to music? I always got my headphones in
the shower.
Right. I got the speaker on. But yeah, like No Cap's music, like he just has like a lot of metaphors that I like.
Very lyrical.
Yeah. Like I like artists that are lyrical. Yeah. But Young Boy, I don't really have to explain much.
If you're from Louisiana,
yeah, I don't have to explain much with Young Boy. Uzi, he was just growing up like 7th grade. I just remember like 7 a.m. and he dropped, I think his Love is Rage, all them songs, and then
all of his albums, the early ones.
Yeah,
really
like
I'm not a big fan of the Pink tapes. But
yeah, that's not. I
don't know what
that's
happened.
Not Uzi. Yeah. But like 15 to like 18, he had that run. He was definitely my favorite artist. And then Rod Wave is like another one that's lyrical.
Yeah,
and like he just talks.
I can respect Rod
Yeah,
Wave.
Like I understand like if you don't like that type of music, but like I said, I'm lyrical with my music, and he just talks about like life and stuff, and he has a great voice. So that's a good combo for me.
I respect the list. The only one I'd probably take out, I mean, I would want to put Drake in there. I fuck with Drake heavily, but I think you're forgetting about Lil Wayne, bro.
Yeah, Wayne, I've been listening to Lil Wayne.
I know you've been listening to him lately. He is definitely on there. Lil Wayne is the GOAT for me.
Yeah, I mean,
especially being from Louisiana too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if you called him the GOAT. Just my personal list, like who I've listened to the most. But he's definitely honorable mention. Like him, just some honorable mentions like Lil Wayne, Lil Durk, Huncho, Shy Glizzy.
That's an interesting pick.
Yeah, that's some honorable mentions.
All right, let's see. Next one, we're gonna go switch it up a little bit. We're gonna go receivers.
Ooh, NFL I like receivers. This.
Switching the topics up. Let me hear it.
Top 4 receivers?
Yeah, give me your Mount Rushmore.
All time or current?
You can go current then all time.
Okay, current.
I'll let you get both.
Current Jettas. Tyreek. That's like the definite 2. If you don't have them 2, your list is probably wrong.
It's hard for receivers now. They got a lot.
A lot. CD, I got to go CD. I like CD a lot, even though I hate the Cowboys. I can't stand the Cowboys. That's why I got that Oklahoma jersey instead of.
Yeah, I hate to cut you off again on this list, but Dak, if you somehow see this, I'm very disappointed. You know where I'm going with this, huh?
I do.
Let's just say we saw you in the Bahamas.
No love.
I didn't even know I passed you up. They came running up behind me telling me, dude, that was Dak Prescott.
That was Dak, yeah.
Bro, I turn around. I'm trying to take a picture for all my friends that are Cowboys that we hassle. And his 2 security guards, no pictures right now. No pictures.
Yeah, no love. Like, Hollywood. He's Hollywood.
Come on, Dak. I know you got the star all on your shoulder and wherever it's at, but show us some love. Like,
right.
I was disappointed. I'm not going to lie. But I could also understand, like, you're on vacation and stuff, but come on, it was just us right there.
That definitely made you like the Cowboys last, huh?
Yeah. Like, I mean, definitely Jack Hunt has to do a lot with it, but love you, Jack. But
Yeah, so Jetta's, Tyreek, CD, and I would probably put Jamar.
Yeah,
Just
that's
because
respectable.
LSU, I think he's gonna be so good, him and Burrow. And then like honorable mention, you got like Devontae. He was there, but I just think he's getting
Yeah, he's
older.
a little bit
If he
older
had a better
now.
quarterback, he'd probably still be because his route running is just crazy. Yeah, probably Devontae's my honorable mention. That's about it. Am I missing anybody?
Probably so. It's just kind of hard to think about like
It's
off
hard to think
bat.
about it, yeah, off the top. But yeah, go ahead.
Last one I'm gonna do.
Oh, and then I need to do the all
Oh
time.
yeah, go for the all time.
Jerry Rice, of course. Randy. I gotta put T.O. just because his numbers, and then 4 I'm gonna put Antonio Brown. I don't care.
No, Antonio Brown's
I'm
nice.
gonna put Antonio Brown.
Antonio, if you see this in this house, we respect you.
We respect you, Antonio
We don't care
Brown.
about all the CT, ESPN, any of that. You pull up the film, the route running is crazy.
Did you see what he tweeted about Caitlin Clark the other day?
Yes. Nah, you were crazy for that, bro. But
yeah, I always in growing up, Antonio Brown was like the best receiver for like a 6-year stretch. And they always wanted to say that Julio was better.
No.
But I never believed
better.
That. I like Antonio Brown.
AB, you're welcomed in this house.
Yeah, I'm gonna just put him 4th because I like him. So yeah, Antonio Brown.
One man I would have put in there is Ocho, bro.
Ocho,
I love me some Ocho.
I love Ocho and
Unk
Shea.
And Unk, the nightcap.
Y'all go watch Nightcap.
Yeah.
That's some funny stuff.
And for everyone.
What they say, come for the sports.
Yeah.
Stay for the stories.
Exactly.
Stay with me
now.
The stories.
Stay with me
Stay
now.
with me now. Yeah.
No, that's a good show. But also, I'm going to talk about really why I wanted to start this more, kind of going a little bit more in depth. I really just kind of became a fan of podcasts. Like we said, listen to Nightcap, Club Lachey Shay. I love Theo Vaughn's. This past weekend, you could ask him. I'll literally have that playing while I'm asleep.
Just
like you just hear Theo
hours.
Vaughn. My favorite type of weed is cocaine. Just some weird shit.
He
going
says
on.
the most outlandish
he does.
stuff, bro.
He is so funny. I think he's the funniest guy on the planet right now.
No filter.
And I could say that confidently. Right. I like the Full Send one. Joe Rogan. Really all of them. And I feel like you can ask him. We have a lot of stories that we could share. And I feel like I could just give out content that's relatable to people and resonates with people. And I know it's a little rough to start up. Like this episode might feel a little bit rough, but it only gets better as we go on. And I'm just really excited to get this out. And I know some people might give criticism, but like my man Jack Church says, anything you put on the internet is up for criticism. So I'm cool with that, but I'm really excited about this. And
yeah, like you said, I really like podcasts too, bro. Like
I feel like it's becoming more of a thing.
It's definitely a thing now.
And maybe like with me putting this out, more people will listen to it and give like other ones a chance. Like we said, Nightcap, go check that shit out. It's
right.
So
yeah,
funny.
That's some funny stuff.
Also shout out the Kelsey Bros. They got
that's another good one. Yeah.
But just I feel like if I can get one person to feel better or to feel like happier once they watch it, I feel like the job is done.
Yeah.
Like obviously we're not gonna get here with 1 million views or anything, but
right.
If I can connect to someone, then
you feel like you did it.
I feel like the job's done.
Yeah. Like I said, I really like music, but I listen to a lot of podcasts too, bro. Just like if you're doing anything, you could just throw a podcast on and listen to it. You don't have to be watching it.
Yeah.
You know?
We're gonna give you all the audio for those who's listening.
Yeah, but like bro, you're really creative for starting this, bro. I'm gonna give you your flowers.
Appreciate that.
Of course, people are gonna have criticism, but it's your passion, your dream.
Yeah, I will say, like just the process of doing this and like the thought of going like with my other guests, it's really exciting. Like it's something I enjoy. Like, you know, like don't want to be cliche with the name, but I've had fun with the stuff I've done with it so far. So I feel confident in the future like I feel like it'll be worth it.
Right. And like you said, bro, you don't know who you're gonna touch. Like,
Yeah.
it could be a completely random person that you've never heard of, and they watch one of your podcasts,
Just
and
a
they
random
just like,
DM,
right?
whatever
Or
it
you
is.
just starting a podcast, like that's inspiring in itself, you know?
Yeah, because I feel like not everyone as much today really jumps for their dreams as much. I feel
They
like
stay in that box.
Yeah, I feel like in today's society, a lot like people always try and give like a negative narrative. Always like you can't do this, you can't do that. Like and kind of thinking outside the box is not supposed to be like that.
Right.
But that's when you find your better self, really.
Yeah.
And you become a better person.
Right.
Kind of like your situation, like, you know, maybe the average person would have quit basketball and, you know, the thought of actually starting from being a preferred walk-on and just barely even being in the practices like involved into where you're at now. So
it's just perseverance, bro.
Yeah.
People are gonna tell you that this is never gonna work.
Yeah.
You just gotta, in your head, you just gotta be determined, bro.
No, I have a positive outlook on it for sure. And then, you know, if it doesn't work out how I wanted it to, or like at some point we just kind of stop, at least my kids will have something to look at on YouTube.
At
they
least
can look
you
at their
tried.
dad. Maybe they'll make a funny TikTok or something out of me. But no, like you just said about you tried, I feel like if I didn't try at least, then I would have regretted it for a long time. But I'm excited. We're going to have some good guests for y'all, for real.
Yeah.
It's going to be banging.
Don't be scared to fail. You fail if you don't try.
Yeah.
And you trying.
We had a bunch of fail attempts. Like I feel like this is like the first episode and like an intro, and it might not be better than some of the next episodes we have, but this is far from the like
right. This isn't the first try. This isn't the first rodeo.
Definitely
but
not.
Let me say this, bro. I'm definitely proud of you for going through with all this. You got this whole setup.
Yeah.
If y'all can see the setup, listen, he's spending
probably just see the glare really, but
hard-earned money on doing this. He's been real determined to get this going, and now that it's finally here, bro, I just want to say I'm proud of you. You know, I'm supporting you, so y'all go support my brother, please.
Yes, like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And on Instagram too, at Enjoy Life Pod.
Enjoy Life.
But with that, dude, I think we can wrap this one up. Yep. Anything else? Actually, my last question.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is like my segment question after the end of every episode. And we've probably touched on it a couple of times, but what makes you enjoy life?
What makes me enjoy life? I would say just being able to wake up every day and just improving yourself. Like, I feel like as I've gotten older, like I just realized that you're the only person that's, you know, that you're accountable for at this point, like right now in my life. So I might as well do everything in my power to improve myself mentally, physically. Definitely just the people in my life, for sure. All the friends and family. I'm a real selfless person, bro, and I really like, if you with me, like, you with me. Like, I love you, I got you. There's not a lot of things I wouldn't do for you, you know? Yeah, just the people, bro. Meeting new people, sharing memories with people. Just like, for example, like, my niece was born in September of last year, and just watching her grow.
Yeah.
I've never had like a little child to watch grow up.
Jackson
was I mean, I was young too.
Yeah, you were young.
And of course, watching my brother grow up too is seeing him mature. I love him to death.
Shout out Jay.
But just watching my little niece grow, bro, and just like I said, you're only accountable for yourself, but life is a lot more than just you. Like, that's like my mom, she's really opened my mind to a lot of things. And like I said, just watching my niece grow, she's awesome. Watching my sister become an awesome mother. Just and then going places, bro. Experiences. Basketball's taking me around the world.
Literally around the world.
Around the
Y'all went
world,
out
bro.
of the country.
Yeah, out of the country, Wisconsin, just random places. Utah, Wyoming, just all over. But
like, who? No offense to anyone who lives in Wyoming, but like, who just openly
goes there? It was really pretty though.
No,
out
I'm
there.
not hating. Like
it was
that,
really pretty though. But yeah, man. I would say to wrap that up, what makes me enjoy life is just being there for your people and making memories with people.
It's a great answer. I think mine's kind of similar to that.
I was gonna ask you why you enjoy life.
Okay,
so go ahead.
Thank you. I was gonna start off the same way as you. Just waking up in the morning. I'd say it's like the little things to start off with. Like waking up in the morning. I don't think we think about it that much, but like so many people don't wake up when they go to sleep. So, and not to sound dark about it, but just to have that opportunity to wake up to improve and become a better person, I enjoy that. Another thing, just kind of like you said, family and friends. Like, it feels like we're getting older, but like really we're still young. Like we're only 22. Yeah. But being in college these 4 years, like just the friends and the relationships I've met, it's really one of a kind.
Priceless,
and,
bro.
I'm fortunate for all of them. So all the dogs, y'all know who y'all are. Don't have to name everyone, but I'm appreciative for them. And that's about it, really. Just kind of the little things. Gotta enjoy them.
And let me add to that, because I know you probably feel the same way. Improving yourself every day and growing closer to God every day. Yeah. Like just learning more about life and growing closer to Him. And you realize that, I realize how blessed I am. Of course, I take things for granted sometimes, but I try to keep in my mind that I am so blessed. And He's blessed me with so many great people.
And it could always be so much worse.
So much worse, bro. So I got nothing to complain about.
Yep. I agree with that. But I think we're going to wrap this episode up. Excited to announce episode 2. My man, Dax Norman. All I got to say, be excited for that one.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one.
The Cat Williams episode. Dax, we love you. I'm excited to do that one. It's going to be great. And like I said in the beginning, man, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everyone who watched it. Please stay with us. Stay with me now. It's going to be a journey. Going to get better and better as we do this. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Quinn, thank you for doing this for me.
Yep. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for making me your first guest. Y'all go support my brother. Like I said, he's been working real hard. So y'all go support him.
And we appreciate the love. But with that being said, y'all have a great day, night, whatever it is. Tell your mom, dad, everyone about it. We love you, baby. Have a great one. Good night.